انضموا إلى قناتنا لتعلم اللغة الإنجليزية بطريقة مسلية وممتعة.
Ollie is a young boy living in the wide, quiet desert. His home is a small tent, surrounded by endless golden sand dunes. His family raises camels and sheep, living a simple and peaceful life. Every day, Ollie helps with chores, watches over the animals, and listens to his family's stories by the fire at night. But Ollie dreams of something more. He often wonders about the city, a place he has never seen. He imagines tall buildings, busy streets, and bright lights. To him, the city feels like a different world, full of adventure and discovery. One day, Ollie's father announces, "We are going to visit the city." Ollie's heart races with excitement and a little fear. He knows this journey will change him. This is the story of Ollie's first trip from the calm desert to the bustling city and the lessons he learns along the way. Ollie's days in the desert are simple but full. He wakes up early, just as the sun rises over the sand dunes. The sky is painted in soft colors of pink and gold. The air is cool and the desert feels peaceful. Every morning, Ollie helps his father feed the camels. The camels are tall and gentle. They drink water from large buckets and chew on dry grass. Ollie enjoys their company. After breakfast, Ollie walks to the sheep pen. He checks that the sheep are safe and healthy. He listens to their soft bleating as he works. In the afternoon, the sun becomes hot. Ollie and his family rest inside their tent. The tent provides shade from the bright sun. Ollie's mother tells stories about the desert and its secrets. Ollie listens carefully, imagining every detail. At night, the desert sky is full of stars. Ollie sits by the fire with his family. They drink tea and talk about their day. The stars shine brightly, lighting up the dark sky. The desert is quiet and calm, and Ollie loves it. But deep in his heart, he dreams of seeing the city. He wonders what it would feel like to be in such a busy and exciting place. One bright morning, Ollie's father prepares the camel for their journey. The family packs food, water, and blankets. Ollie helps carry the small bags, feeling both excited and nervous. The desert stretches out before them, wide and endless. The camel begins to walk slowly, its long legs moving steadily across the sand. The air is cool at first, but the sun soon rises high in the sky. Ollie looks around as they travel. The sand glows golden under the sunlight. He sees small lizards darting between rocks. Occasionally, a bird flies overhead, its shadow crossing the dunes. As the hours pass, the journey feels longer. Ollie drinks water to stay cool and wipes the sweat from his forehead. His father encourages him to stay strong. "The city is not far now," his father says. Ollie notices something in the distance, a faint shape on the horizon. It looks different from the sand and sky. He wonders if it is the city. The closer they get, the more Ollie feels his heart race. He thinks about the tall buildings, the cars, and the people. For now, he focuses on each step forward, knowing that soon he will see a world unlike his own. After hours of walking, the shapes on the horizon grow clearer. Ollie sees tall buildings reaching toward the sky. The city looks big, bright, and full of life. As they approach, the quiet sound of the desert fades. Ollie hears something new. Cars honking, people talking, and machines humming. The air feels different, filled with the smell of food, smoke, and something Ollie cannot describe. The streets are busy with movement. Cars drive quickly, buses stop and go, and bicycles weave through the traffic. People walk in every direction, carrying bags, talking on phones, or laughing with friends. Ollie feels small in the big city. Everything moves so fast. He holds tightly to his father's hand, afraid of getting lost. His eyes are wide, taking in the sights. He sees shops with colorful signs, fruit stands full of bright oranges and bananas, and street vendors selling toys and snacks. Everything looks new and exciting, but also a little overwhelming. Ollie's father guides him through the streets, explaining what they see. Ollie tries to remember everything. The city feels like a new world, loud, crowded, and alive. Ollie and his father arrive at the city market. The market is large, colorful, and filled with people. There are shops and stalls everywhere, selling all kinds of things. The air smells sweet and spicy. Ollie sees baskets of fresh fruit, red apples, yellow bananas, and green grapes. He also sees jars of spices in orange, brown, and gold. The scents are strong and exciting. A seller waves to Ollie, holding a basket of dates. Fresh dates. Try one, he calls out. Ollie's father buys some, and Ollie tastes one. It is soft and sweet, better than any date he has eaten before. The market is noisy. Sellers shout to attract customers, and buyers talk and laugh. Ollie hears the clinking of coins and the rustling of bags. It is so different from the quiet of the desert. Ollie sees clothes hanging on racks, shoes lined up neatly, and toys displayed on tables. A small wooden camel catches his eye. His father smiles and buys it for him. Ollie holds the toy tightly, feeling happy. The market feels alive, full of energy and movement. Ollie writes in his notebook, "The city is full of colors and sounds." He knows he will never forget this place. After leaving the market, Ollie and his father walk to the city park. The park is big, green, and peaceful, a quiet place in the middle of the noisy city. Ollie is amazed by the tall trees and colorful flowers. In the desert, he only sees plants that grow in sand. Here the grass is soft, and the flowers are bright red, yellow, and purple. Children run and play on the grass. Some are flying kites while others are riding bicycles. Ollie smiles as he watches them. He feels a little shy but happy to see so much joy around him. In the center of the park there is a fountain. Water sprays high into the air and falls back with a gentle sound. Ollie walks closer to feel the cool mist on his face. It is refreshing after the long day. His father sits on a bench, enjoying the calm. Ollie takes out his notebook and writes. The city has quiet places too. He draws a small picture of the fountain to remember it. The park feels different from the rest of the city. It reminds Ollie of the peace he knows in the desert, but with the beauty of green plants and flowing water. As Ollie and his father leave the park, the city streets feel even busier. People hurry past them, carrying bags and talking on their phones. Cars honk loudly, and the sidewalks are crowded. Ollie stops for a moment to look at a street performer playing music. The sound of the flute is soft and beautiful. But when Ollie turns around, his father is not there. Panic rises in Ollie's chest. The crowd feels bigger, and the noise seems louder. He looks around but does not see his father anywhere. For a moment, Ollie feels very small and scared. He remembers what his father told him. If you get lost, stay where you are. I will find you. Ollie takes a deep breath and stands still. He looks at the people passing by and tries to stay calm. A kind woman notices Ollie and asks if he needs help. She smiles and stays with him. Soon, Ollie sees his father walking quickly toward him. Ollie runs to him, feeling relieved and safe. His father kneels down and hugs him. I'm proud of you for staying calm, his father says. Ollie nods, realizing he has learned something important about staying strong in a difficult moment. After the small scare, Ollie and his father decide to visit the city museum. The building is large with tall doors and shiny glass windows. Ollie feels excited to see what's inside. The museum is quiet, a calm place compared to the busy streets. The air feels cool and the floors are smooth and shiny. Ollie sees rows of paintings on the walls and displays filled with objects. One section of the museum shows the history of the desert. There are pictures of camels, old tools, and maps of trade routes. Ollie feels proud to see the desert life he knows so well. Another room is full of sculptures and ancient artifacts. Ollie stares at a golden necklace and wonders who wore it long ago. There is also a large statue of a lion, carved from stone. It looks powerful and strong. Ollie's favorite part is the nature exhibit. He sees models of animals like deer, falcons, and snakes. There is even a display of a small oasis, complete with fake trees and water. It reminds him of home. His father explains the importance of learning about the past and other cultures. Ollie listens carefully, writing notes in his notebook. He feels like he is discovering a whole new world of knowledge. The museum visit teaches Ollie that even in a city, there are connections to the desert and many stories waiting to be discovered. As the sun sets, Ollie and his father step out of the museum. The city looks different now. The sky is dark, but the streets are bright with lights. Ollie stares in amazement. Tall buildings glow with colorful lights. Shop windows shine, showing clothes, toys, and food. Cars move quickly, their headlights creating streams of brightness. The streets are still busy. People walk in groups, laughing and talking. Vendors sell snacks like roasted corn and sweet pastries. The smell makes Ollie's mouth water. His father buys him a small treat, and Ollie enjoys the warm, sugary taste. They walk to a large square filled with people. In the center is a tall fountain, lit by golden lights. Water dances in the air, creating beautiful shapes. Music plays softly, adding to the magic of the evening. Ollie notices something special about the city at night. Feels alive but also calm in a different way. The lights make everything look magical, like a dream. He writes in his notebook, "The city is beautiful at night." Ollie smiles, knowing this moment will stay with him forever. The next morning, Ollie and his father wake up early. The city is still sleepy, with only a few people walking in the streets. But Ollie feels a little sad. His visit to the city is almost over. His father tells him, "Today we will go back home." Ollie nods, but his heart feels heavy. He has seen so much in the city. So many new things, exciting places, and unforgettable experiences. They gather their things, pack the bags, and get ready for the long journey back to the desert. Ollie takes one last look at the busy streets, the tall buildings, and the bright lights. He feels different now. The city has opened his eyes to new possibilities. But at the same time, he is happy to return to the calm of the desert, to the quiet nights under the stars, and to the peaceful life with his family. As they leave the city, Ollie thinks about everything he has learned. He knows he will never forget his trip. It was a journey of discovery, and it has changed him in many ways. Ollie smiles at his father, feeling ready to go back home. "I'll tell everyone about the city when we get back," he says. His father smiles back. "And I'm sure they will want to hear all about it." The journey back to the desert is long, but Ollie feels peaceful. The city is now behind them, and the quiet of the desert starts to feel familiar again. The soft wind brushes against his face as they walk, and the endless sand stretches out before them. Ollie looks around and remembers the busy streets, the tall buildings, and the colorful lights of the city. But now, he feels comforted by the simplicity of the desert. He can hear the soft sound of the camel's footsteps on the sand and the distant call of birds in the sky. As the sun sets, the desert sky begins to change. The colors of the evening are soft and beautiful. Pinks and oranges mix with the deep blue of the night. Ollie feels at home again, surrounded by the peaceful desert. When they reach their tent, Ollie and his father sit down to rest. The stars begin to shine, just like they did before. Ollie smiles, feeling grateful for both the city and the desert. He knows that both places have something special. "Father," Ollie says, looking up at the stars, "I'll always remember the city, but this is where I belong." His father nods, his eyes looking out over the quiet desert. "Yes, son. The desert will always be home, but the world is big and there's so much to see. You've learned that now." Ollie thinks about everything he has seen and learned. He knows that one day he will return to the city. But for now he is happy to be back in the desert, where the stars shine bright and the night is calm.